this block was literally 2 weeks long, and we had a presentation yesterday while we had lectures, and yeah, so I need to get studying. Now, let me be fair, it's not like I haven't looked at the work. I've gone through the past papers, I've somewhat started, but I need to get through everything. And let's just say we still need more time to feel good about this test, right? So that is the situation right now, and yeah, okay, let me just not speak, let's just get started. Very importantly, I have an apple to power me through, and I have a coffee. The plan of action is to do increments of an hour and a half. So if I do each section for an hour and a half instead of 2 hours, that'll give me extra time at the end to get there, because the test's at 2. There's a few different sections with lectures within each, so let me just check quickly. Also, the motivation has been lacking so much with this block, like I can't even tell you. So I've been trying to figure that out in between. Okay, so there's 3 modules, but there's like a ton of lectures within each module. So I'm going to try and give an hour and a half to each module, because I'll have 3 1.5 hour sessions, and then I should have extra time. How was this fun? Okay, let's just get started. So I'm literally just going to go sift through the lectures, mix that with some Anki, and go over the past paper. Honestly, I might try an hour each, and then I'll have more time to go over the past papers and again. We'll see what happens. Okay, let's do a coffee taste before we start. I rated 6 out of 10 maybe. It's a little watery, but like, yeah, 6 out of 10. Okay, it's now 8:25. I am a little behind schedule. I wanted to have finished the section by now, and I still have 2 more like topics within this module left. But I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they almost finished 6. I'm just trying to finish this one. But I think I'm gonna then skip ahead to the different module, the second longest one, or the next module, to try and get some of that done. And I'm gonna do the most important topics within that, if that makes sense. And then I'd rather just come back to the other stuff if I don't have time. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna try and get this done. I did also eat breakfast, so at least that's out of the way. But yeah, I'm gonna try to finish these lectures quickly. I'm just trying to do the immunization and like the immunization lecture. So I'm gonna wrap this up quickly and then move on. I also made another coffee. I just made a black coffee this time. Just a single shot, because I might have some more coffee later. So yeah, anyway, let me get this done. T minus, I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I only have 4 hours left, and then I need to leave. Okay, let me just get this done. Oops, glitch in the system. I've barely done any more work, and it's 9:20. I got a little distracted just sorting a few things out. Time is definitely ticking, and I'm now down to having to just prioritize. So yeah, that is what we're busy doing. I'm now moving on to respiratory conditions and all of that, and different illnesses, and yeah. So I'm gonna hurry up and finish that, and then I just want this done. Like, I'm just so over it. So get location. You're going to go, let's see this. Where's this looking? So get hydration. Then you're going to sleep persistent. Running a little behind schedule still, but I've officially reached a point where I need to just prioritize. So I haven't gotten through everything, but I need to leave time to go back over past papers, and I'm wanting to leave like an hour. Screenshotted lecture slides and put it all into one document of things that I want to go over right at the end again. So I'm wanting to leave an hour for that, but I don't think I'm going to get through everything. So I'm quickly running through these last sections and last slides. The one was injury prevention and palliative care. I don't think we're going to get asked a huge amount on that. I'm not going to speak too early, but so I'm running through that. I also need to run through mental health and adolescent healthcare quickly, and then I'm going to quickly go back over common illnesses, specifically common infections, and then I'm going to try wrap up everything, but it's going to need to go fast because I am running out of time. That's the plan of action, and time is ticking. I just want to get this thing done so badly. We have officially reached, oh, hello. We've officially reached, we've officially reached the last 40 minutes that I have to finish prepping. I've gone through the past papers that I wanted to go through. I'm now finishing these last Anki cards, which I hope I'm going to be able to finish in 150 cards in 40 minutes ish. But yeah, hello, that just happened. I'm going to try and get this all done quickly, and then we'll get ready, so I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. What an afternoon. Yeah, it is now 7:30 at night, and I stopped filming for reasons that I don't really want to get into, but long story short, I may have forgotten that I had a lecture. Thankfully, my dear friend messaged me and asked me where I was, because I completely forgot, and I don't live close to campus, so I need to make a bit of a drive. I got there so late, like it's not even funny. Thankfully, everything worked out in the end, and I was still able to sign, and but yeah, that was mortifying. I was literally in the position that I left you guys last. And then she messaged me, and I was like, I think I was so hyperfixated on the test that I completely forgot. I'm usually so good, and this is probably one of the first times, if not the first time, that I have completely messed up the timing. I think I might have done it one time before, but I was like actually still on time. But this time I completely screwed up the timing so badly. I literally didn't even eat lunch. I had all these intentions, as I explained. At this time I was going to do X, Y, Z, like whatever. Completely forgot about the lecture. Couldn't even eat lunch. I barely got ready. And then there was traffic trying to get there, of course. Then I get to campus. I cannot find parking literally anywhere. The parking is full, like full. I finally find a parking in a spot that I don't usually park, but it was a parking. I parked there, literally for the life of me couldn't parallel park. Of course, this one and only day I parallel park, like basically every single day, but no, of course today I can't parallel park. I then let go, thankfully deal with everything, and then gotta figure out lunch, obviously, go write the test. I'm walking back to the car. I then realize that I don't have my car keys. Drop my car keys, walking to my car. I then get to my car, realize that I didn't put up my parking disc because I don't have it on my car, my thing. I have to put it like on the windshield kind of thingy before I leave it. What else to just top it off? I honestly can't remember. If I remember anything, I'll put it on the screen. What a day. What an afternoon. That was insane. I was so disheveled? I don't know, whatever. By the time I got to the test, like, what even? Then I get to the test and the computer doesn't work. So yeah, anyway, it is now 7:30 and I actually did a little TikTok live, which is fun, and I'm trying to make my dinner. I'm gonna have a lentil bobotie, which is literally my favorite. I love it with rice. Chef's kiss. But yeah, that was the chaotic, crazy, insane day and did not turn out how I planned, and all of that studying that I was talking about that I was gonna do, revision, everything, out the window. Could not do that. But yeah, anyway, it was fine. It worked out in the end. It is done. The long weekend has officially started, which could not be more thrilled about. I am gonna enjoy the rest of this evening. I will take you guys along on the rest of the evening with me. I really haven't done much. I did a little workout earlier, like 10 minutes. Seriously, not even, like barely. I was just trying to do a little arm workout thing. I have been so off my exercise game recently, but it's fine. I told myself at least I'm doing something. That's fine. But yeah, I'm making the bobotie's out. I then miscalculated the time and I showered and everything, and I still had to do the rice. So the rice is still cooking. But yeah, I'm gonna go and check on that quickly. But I'm now showered, obviously, and I did a TikTok live this afternoon. I was honestly just chillaxing. I made myself a coffee as soon as I got home to reward myself. And yeah, I also need to pack this evening actually, because I'm going to go home. So maybe I'll do that quickly while the rice cooks. Let's do that. Okay, let's do a little pack with me. If the camera's gonna stay. Okay. Bag. Here's the bag. Wait, let's. Yep, that's always better. Okay, here's my bag. I already got my socks and everything in there. But okay, let me just kneel down. Got my bag, got my socks and a few things in there ready. Taking my running gear in case I want to run. Cotton On, Total Sport, and then my hat or my cap. Got some just regular like sweat shorts just for chilling in, a little tank top. I've got like a jersey or sweatshirt. Got a black top for the days, so for Saturday, Sunday. I'm not entirely sure the weather. I've also got another chilling top. So I'm just gonna put that in there. I'm not entirely sure the weather, but I'm gonna take these like linen trousers. And then I'm also gonna take my black pair, just in case. I don't know what I'm gonna feel like wearing. And then also this like linen-y top if I wear the black pants. And then this black top if it's warm enough to wear shorts. And then I'll just wear like a fully black outfit. So that's basically what I'm gonna pack. I'm also gonna take a jersey, my shoes, all of that. But I'm not gonna do that now, I'll just do that in the morning. But the rice is done, so I'm gonna go and make my dinner now. Okay, dinner is served. I will show you what we are having. We are having some lentil bobotie, which is so good, with some rice, random pieces of carrot as my veggies, and a piece of pepper that I needed to finish before I go this weekend. So yeah, random dinner, but the bobotie is so good, like I cannot even explain. It's got raisins in, and I honestly think that's the best part about the dish, and the little egg part on top. It's amazing. Finished dinner. I think I am going to just chillax on my bed. I think that's what the plan is. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's something I can chat about. Oh, this whole YouTube thing, like I just don't feel like, I don't know if anyone, maybe it's because I'm so disconnected from like this community over here, but like TikTok, I feel like because you have to post like every day to sustain it, I almost feel like a lot more disconnected from the YouTube thing. But it's impossible to post YouTube videos super often because it's just too much work, and on top of everything, like, it's just impossible. But also, like, posting once a week, I know I said I wanted to do, but that is actually so difficult. Because like you constantly have to be on top of yourself, like you have to be filming and then the next week you have to post, or you have to edit the next week before you post then on the day, which I really wanted to make work, but I just don't think I've got the like commitment, the ability to commit to doing that with YouTube. But yeah, I mean, I guess if I see this page growing and like feeling like I've got a community on here, then I will for sure like post more. But I think I just feel disconnected from this community. Like, even though I'm speaking to you, I just don't know like if there's people behind the screen. Like TikTok, I know because people engage, and then like I can see that community growing over there. But I just don't know about YouTube. Like, it's just a bit of a weird one. Although I love YouTube videos, like I think there's a side of YouTube, or like filming YouTube content, that you can't capture on TikTok videos because that's a lot more fast paced. Like, it's such a, I don't know, like this is more realistic. Like, I'm actually able to just be me and like film what I'm doing and all of that. Whereas TikTok, I definitely feel like there's this almost feeling like you need to be or create content like someone else, or like the content that you enjoy. Whereas TikTok, YouTube, I almost feel like I don't have any sort of standard that I'm trying to like reach, or like anyone else that I'm trying to be like, if I can put it that way, or that I'm wanting my content to be like. I'm just filming whatever's happening and picking up the camera to film, if I can put it that way. I was trying to think. I know I've had a few topics that I wanted to chat about, just like casual chat. Thought I could chat about before I end the video. A little thing from this TikTok live that I did earlier. Someone was saying that people ask me all the time, is medicine difficult? And it's such a difficult one to answer because I feel like it's so, I don't know, it's such a multifaceted thing. And then someone commented exactly kind of what I talk about on my page. It's basically discipline. And I was like, that is exactly it. It's discipline and determination, because I fully believe that that's how I landed here, because I wanted something. I had a goal. I wanted something. And I was like anyone else. When I say average, I was getting a 60. And I'm not saying that's bad at all. I was there, like genuinely there multiple times. But I was there. I failed my first physics test, for example. So I started new school in grade 11 and I had so many gaps. But with that being said, I had all these gaps that I needed to then fulfill throughout the rest of grade 11 to get good enough marks in grade 11 to get into university, and then to continue into grade 12 and get good enough marks in grade 12. And throughout those 2 years, I had an end goal. And even though I started at that point, that goal made me determined to reach that goal. And that determination made me disciplined to get there again. Like, it honestly comes down to a goal that you have, because that goal will drive the determination and the discipline. And that's how you increase your marks. Because every afternoon I came back from school, I knew what I wanted. I would come back from school, I'd sit at my desk and I'd work. And I'd be doing past papers, I'd be trying to understand the concepts, I'd be looking at YouTube videos to try and explain things for me. I would ask my teacher if I needed help on a section or if I was stuck on something. And I would constantly be working on it. And eventually, in matric, it kind of all clicked into place. But had I not had that goal, I honestly probably would not have worked as hard as I did. I've always been someone who's driven, but I just don't think I would have been able to push that hard had I not had that goal. And yes, there's an element of able to understand concepts and what some people might deem as smart, But the thing is wanting to do it, because anyone can go and try and find a way to study that works for them, to give them the best outcome, if I can put it that way. And all of it comes down to determination, discipline, and having an end goal. Anyway, that was the little rant of today and the topic of discussion, inspired by my TikTok live. So I am going to literally sit on my bed and watch TikTok videos. I was thinking of maybe editing some videos, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to do that anymore. I might do that this weekend. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was pretty crazy and not the way I expected it to turn out. But yeah, if you have any video suggestions ever, just pop them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.